Hello Steelers, and welcome to the next bench report. This is being recorded on Saturday, but I'll probably put it out on Sunday, tomorrow, in my world. But this is just an update in what I've really been doing in the last week or so, because I don't think I'm going to get much more done today, but we'll see. This week I've mainly been concentrating still on the 1/300th scale aircraft that Jim Weir sent over to me a few weeks ago. I'm making big headway into them. However, I still do have quite a lot left in this box here, and as you can see here, and I've done at least one, I think, of each of them at this point, apart from the Felix Stowe there, but I've still got quite a number to do. I'm trying to get my way through a lot of the British ones because they're quite easy to paint. I did make a painting video which will appear at some point in the future, I promise. So far I've done, this week I worked on the Rumpler C4s, I got the Armstrong Whitworth FK8s done, and the Sopwith 1.5 strutters as well, so a bit of a mix there. I've also done some DH4s and Bristol fighters, finished off all the Bristol fighters, and then I also started work on these, the Fokker D8 or E5s, the 1918 Eindecker Fokkers, the nice little aircraft at the very end of the war. But I don't know why I've stopped with them at the moment, but I will paint them. There's probably not much to do. It's because I want to paint some lozenge pattern camouflage on these things, and I'm stalling myself at the moment. I know it's once I've started it, it's going to be dead easy, and I'll be able to just knock them out. So I'll probably do that this afternoon, but we'll see. So that's where I am with the Algernon pulls it off stuff. So it's all coming along very nicely. I'm currently waiting for some decals from Flight Deck. Some First World War German decals that have got the white outlines. The ones that I've got have only got just the black crosses. So I want ones with the white outlines, which is the later war version, not on the white square background. So I'm just waiting for those to arrive, but they're coming from America, so I don't expect they'll be here anytime soon. Maybe early next week. We'll see. Also, in good news, I've kind of cleared off a lot of the painting desk here at the moment, and I've finished the British Paras. So this is C Troop of the 1st Airborne Recce Squadron. These are for Chain of Command. I've also done a painting video for the Paratroopers as well, which again I just need to edit and put that together. I've kind of been delayed a little bit with that, but I'll put that together, and again that'll be out in weeks. I'm talking at this point my schedule, so don't expect it next week anytime soon, but it will come out. It will eventually make its way forward. But this is for the game in the scenario in the WSS magazine. I was thinking about playing it this weekend, but because I'm going to Vapnartak tomorrow up in York, I decided not to, because I didn't want it, just in case it went into 2 days. I didn't want to leave everything set up and things. So I've held off on that for this week at least. I might play it next week, and again there will be eventually a battle report from that game as well at some point. And obviously I'll post photos and things up on the community tab here on the channel itself, so you can at least see what's coming, if nothing else. Also in the post this week I got more Undaunted. This is Undaunted North Africa. This was the second release of the game. I bought it because I kind of wanted to fill up the reinforcements box, but I have done that, so this is the actual empty box of it. But this is slightly different of the Normandy game. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've actually made a review of the game already, so again that is going to come out at some point, and that you can get all the information you want to get about the game from there. But that's just something else that I picked up. We did actually manage to get a game of Undaunted Normandy last weekend. I played a game of Algiers with Dean on Sunday, and then we played a couple of games of Undaunted Normandy. He picked it up really quickly. It's a great game, especially when you play it as a two-player game, and something I'm looking forward to doing again in the future. So we'll be exploring North Africa at some point, because I know Dean is particularly interested in North Africa anyway, so that's something that he'll be interested in doing at some point. Also, This week I was watching the Plastic Crack podcast. If you don't watch it, do check it out. It's on a Monday at 8 o'clock UK time every week, and it's run by the 4 different YouTube channels. I'll put links for all of them in the description below, of course. They're all worthwhile checking out and watching. We've got Dom's Boots on the Table, Seventh Son, On Point HQ, and Miniature Wargaming Warriors. Just check those out. They're great channels. If you're not already subscribed to them, there's lots of great content across all 4 of those, and they all come together every Monday and they do a podcast, which is again well worth watching and getting involved. There's a lot of people that watch that. It usually pulls in about 100 people every time they go live, which is pretty good numbers if you ask me. I've done lots of lives in the past and never had anywhere near as much as big an audience as they have. That is something I want to get back to, actually, is live videos. I just haven't had a chance since Christmas, unfortunately. But they were talking about their CrackCon 2, which is their games day down in Derby. They did one last year, very successful, and they're doing another one again this year. Details for that is on their Facebook page, so go and check that out as well as the podcast itself. And during the podcast I said, well, I'd be interested in hosting a game if nothing else, and both Steve and Dom said O Group. Well, Steve also said Chain of Command, but Dom said O Group as well, so 2 against 1 as far as I'm concerned. So that really gave me the urge to paint some Japanese and some British combat patrols, and also Battalion headquarters dice holders as well for O Group. So I worked on those this week. This is something I've been trying to do for all my O Group units. So I've got some German ones and Soviet ones that I did last year. Now I've got British or Indian, they can swap over, and Japanese ones for Malaya. So that's something I wanted to do. And it, like I say, it kind of gave me the urge to do that. The fact that they've announced CrackCon, I just thought, right, I'll knock these out. And they don't really have a great use in the game. The combat patrols are actually just markers, so you remove them when you want to put your figures down. But what I got before were just some pieces of card that I'd laminated with the names of the combat patrols on, and I just thought it just looks better. It's just more immersive. It's just they're on the table for quite a long time in some cases, and the fact that I've got them on round bases makes them different to the square bases for the rest of the platoons that I use, so you can tell instantly which is which. And it also, I've painted the edges of all the bases as well, so you know which platoon is which company is which, should I say. So that was a nice thing to just to push out and get done quite easily. And as you can see on those combat patrols, this is one of the other things I got this week was, I got this the week before last, I forgot to mention it. This is a tub of grass tufts from Warpainter. These are on eBay. I think they're based in the UK. I've used them for years and years and years. I just thought I'll splash out and I'll just get one of their random boxes. I think this was about 16 quid. I got some other grass tufts as well, but they basically just put a ton of random tufts in, and as you can see on the combat patrols, some of them are really nice, really useful. There's some flowers in there. There's also kind of like greenery and lots of bits and pieces, different colours and stuff, and it's absolutely packed full of tufts. I've not run out of tufts for a long time, and there's a lot of variety in there, so that's well worth having a look at. Again, links for everything will be in the description down below, of course. And then finally, the last thing that I got as well, I actually just arrived this morning on Saturday. This is the Anthalonica Wargaming. This is the prize that I got for my video that I put into their competition. I don't know if you can see that, if it's going to come into focus or not. But this is a limited edition Captain General figure. Obviously modern general figure. Depends on how you paint them up. And also I got a couple of nice Velcro patches as well to put on my combat jacket if I had one. Well, I do actually have one, so I'll probably put these on at some point, but different colours there. Again, check them out. They've got a great range of 28mm modern stuff. So a lot of it is like UK police, and they also have civilians and things as well. So they're very useful for skirmish kind of games in the modern age. Check those out. Descriptions in the link is in the description down below as ever. And also then just finally, just to mention, yeah, tomorrow I'll be over at Vapnartak in York, the first one since 2019. COVID tests being negative. I've been testing all week for COVID. So far, fingers crossed, I haven't got in touch wood. Yeah, if I'm going to be across there, and if you are there, you'll probably see this after you've been, if you are going, but do say hello if you are there, and I'll say hello back. And I'm going to try to grab as many interviews with people playing games. I've already asked Charlie for an interview about Strength and Honour, because he'll be running that there. And I'm going to try and get as many other interviews with people as I can, and just make a very interesting show report for you. Again, that will probably be out before the end of the week, depends on how quickly I can get it edited and put out, but keep your eye out for that. And that's really about as much as I can tell you at the moment. I'm just going to probably be working on these 1/300th aircraft for the next little while. I've probably got some Americans I want to start working on for Plastic Soldier Company. I've put the Paras down for a little bit, but I will return to those at some point, probably for O Group. So again, just keep an eye out for those. And that's as much as I can say. So do check out my Patreon, do check out my Ko-fi, and also you can become a member of the channel as well if you're interested in supporting the channel. All of it goes straight back into producing these videos. Again, absolutely, I'm not begging you here. This is up to you. If you want to help out the channel, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine as well. I make these things for free, and I will still make them for free because I enjoy it. But also just give me a like, say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next bench report or the next video.